Hi everyone, my name is Jennifer Reed. I am the yearbook advisor for North Gaston High School. Our school was very fortunate to be able to pilot Jostens' new online yearbook design program, Layout Pro. And today I would like to give you a little bit of an inside advisor's eye look at some of the new tools and features that Layout Pro has to offer for this coming school year. So join me if you will, and let's get logged in.
All right, so I'm going to share my screen with you right now. You should be able to see the Yearbook Avenue login. First thing I'm going to do is change it to 2021. I don't know about you, but for me, whenever there's new technology to use, the best way that I can learn it is by actually going and playing around with it. And I want to reassure you that the same is going to be true for Layout Pro. It cannot be broken. I'll put it that way. You can go in, you can play, you can try new things out, and you will not hurt it. So feel free to do that. All right, I'm logged in here. First thing I'm going to do, as you can see at the top right hand, the menus and the submenus are still the same. So it's very easy to get around and still see that the menus are in the same places that they were from before. If I go to plan and go to page ladder, most of the new features are in the designing portion of the program. So I've already got a layout kind of started right here on my ladder. So I'm going to click on that page to pull it up. Now, as this page is pulling up, some of the cool things that you guys are going to be able to see are the interaction that it has, or the integration, sorry, with Google Drive, as well as some of the more intuitive features that it has. Okay, so I've got a module started in this lower right-hand corner on this particular page. As you can see right here, where I have a little tag looking icon on these, that means that those pictures are not tagged as of yet. If I needed to go in here and tag one of these pictures, I can just right-click, go to Tag Names, and the tagging features are the same as they were before. I can click the face, I can go right here, I can start typing in his name, and then it would populate and you could click the name, or if it's one that's new, you can go to add and type in the student's name. Okay. The other feature with the pictures that is different but is very helpful, the cropping and the zooming feature is different than it was from before. For example, let's say that I want to readjust how this football player is in this particular photo. If I double click on that photo, I get, instead of a zooming bar, I get edges of the picture itself to be able to make larger or make smaller. Now let's say that I want to just have this part right here, and then I can just click and drag as I adjust to be able to crop the picture exactly where I want it. And then once I'm done with where I want the crop, just click outside of the picture and your crop stays. Now, up here, in this wonderful saving feature, they have an auto save, but this one tells me that my last edit was made at 12:50. Well, as you can see right now, we're here at 3:19, so this is reminding me that it was saved that long ago. So I'm going to go ahead and click save again so that I can have it saved. If it is grayed out, you know that it was saved. If it is not grayed out and it is darkened, you want to make sure that you can go up there and save. Okay, so still a reminder, kids, to check that every now and then, but it will tell you right here, which is very nice, when the last date and time that that particular page was actually saved. In the designs, over here on this left-hand side, you'll see that you have all of these tabs quickly available to you. When you open up the program for the first time, you may not see anything. It may be where everything is closed. As soon as you click on one of the first tabs, it opens up these little submenus over here. If you click pages, you can automatically see your live ladder right there that you can then go through, change pages, and so on and so forth, which is very, very nice. The other, if you go to designs, this one, you can use your drop-down menu and you can go through and search for the award-winning designs that have been published in the lookbook. Okay, and then it's just a matter of clicking and you can drag it over to your page and drop it, and it will add your layout that you would like if you like the pre-done layouts. The Images tab right below Designs, little stuck. Give me just a second. My internet's being a little bit slow today. All right, well, we'll skip that one. We'll come back to it in just a second. Over here on the bottom right-hand corner is a new feature, which is called the pre-flight panel, okay? So I think I was clicking too fast over here. That's why it just decided it didn't want to work for me, but that's okay. So over here on this pre-flight panel, the dots with the lines on it is where we can go and it will replace our, what we used to have is those old sticky notes for comments. If you click the little ones with the lines on it, and it'll populate right here, you can add your comments. Let me move me over a little bit. It will have your comments right here. So like if I needed them to say, okay, on page 2, check who is in the first picture or anything else. As soon as I hit the little plus sign, then that's going to add that comment and it'll put a little bubble for them to say, hey, I need to check this out. When the students pull up their page and they see these little bubbles, they can click there and it's going to tell them what that comment is. They can leave me a reply and then they hit the little arrow and it's going to send me the reply. Now, if once everything is done and they can either resolve the issue, once it's fixed, they can click right there and it's going to put a check mark in the circle over here by the comment. Or if they didn't resolve it and I'm looking at the page and then I see that something did get done and I want to say, oh, okay, we're good to go, I can click that right there and then the comment is resolved. Now, the other thing that was a little bit difficult before as well was deleting comments as sometimes when it just wouldn't go away or some people would just drag them over to the edge. I know because my staff did it all the time. They just wouldn't delete them. So if you click the bubble and then you hit delete, then it's gone and no more having to have the bubbles on the page or whatever. I think I had added like 3 or 4 of these, so I can just delete those. Okay, so click and delete and they're gone. The other feature in this pre-flight panel that I love is this little guy right here, which I like to call the hazard icon because it would be a hazard if you didn't do the things that it says on it. The first one it does is it gives you your run spell check for your spread right here at the very top. So if I click that, then it's going to go ahead and it's going to run the spell check for the page. Okay. The other is my proof PDF. I can click that proof PDF and what it's going to do is go ahead and pull up a PDF version of my page that I've gotten. And then I can see, okay, how is it laying out? What does it look like? And make sure that everything looks great, okay? Then on this list down here right below where it says proof, this tells you everything that still is a hazard, everything that you need to get rid of or check and make sure that it's taken care of. An image element remains unedited. So these would be, okay, and as you click on it, did you notice that when I clicked on it? It put a bright yellow box around the one that I need to go and look at. So if I was down here on number 7 where it says that particular text element and I click that one, then it's going to highlight that one and tell me, oh, that's the number 7. That's the one I need to look at right there. So this is very nice as far as making sure that you get everything taken care of before you then go to submit to the plant. Now, did you see what I did right there? I scrolled all the way down. And when I scroll all the way down, what do you see right here? Mark as complete. Oh, isn't that fantastic? You do not have to submit from the page ladder anymore. You can submit from right here. As soon as you're done proofing that page, you can proof it as the PDF and mark it as complete from right here. Guys, this is a game changer. For me, having to go back to that ladder every single time was just a pain. And now you don't have to worry about it anymore. It is right here for you to do. So this little hazard icon, he's going to be your best friend. It's going to be the one where you can scroll, make sure everything's taken care of, and mark as complete at the very end, and it will be sent right away to the plant right there. Okay, so that's one of the most phenomenal ones that I love on this. Now, underneath the little lines and dots of the pre-flight panel, you've got the clipboard option right here where this will let you look and be able to add stuff, move things around, and where you get this extra kind of workspace outside of your designing area. So you can click and drag and see how things look and if you like things or don't. Now to make this pre-flight panel go away, if I click the little lines and dots again, then it disappears again, so that way I can use what I need to. The lines, the grid lines down at the bottom, we didn't really use that one very much, to be perfectly honest, and we didn't really use the working area very much either, at least not this past year. But the biggie is this pre-flight right here, making sure with our little hazard icon that everything is taken care of for getting things into the plant. Okay, and especially where you can submit right from there. Okay. Some other things that are easy right here, you have your virtual book. It is very easy, so I could click right there and actually see what this page looks like in the book itself, right there, and just go ahead and scroll through my virtual book. Before, you had to always go back to Showcase. You don't have to do that anymore. It's just right there, easy to do. One of the other things over on that left hand side, I'll show you on a blank layout. So if I go right here on the blank one that I've got, okay, so for this one, the way that Google has been able to integrate with the Layout Pro is phenomenal. You have some options with your images. You can still upload to your image library just as you have before. You can open up your image library, you can upload pictures from SD cards, cameras, whatever. You can put them in your folders and all that. Over here on the left where you have your images tab, you can change your drop down to whichever folder you are wanting to pull pictures from. I had uploaded some kind of pre-images to this particular folder right here. Now, as we have those and we can see them, you can see right here that they are viewable in a kind of nice thumbnail setup. They're very easy to see. I can tell what picture is what, and it makes it very nice. This icon right here says show unused images only. If I click that one, it will only show me the pictures that have not been used in the book at all. This next icon with the show tagged, for me, I like to make sure that my images are tagged when I upload them into the system. So if you are the same kind of way with your staff where you tell them make sure you tag the image as you're uploading it, then you can have them click this particular one and they will already have the names with the pictures. Okay, so if you do that one, then it's going to show only the tagged images. Now for me on this one, since I didn't upload any of the tags, I can't see any pictures because none of my pictures are tagged yet. The other way that we can view pictures is with the list view. Now this one is nice if you just need to get a quick view of what everything is. Let me unclick the tagged. But if you do list view, it makes the pictures very small, but you can see the image number or the name of the image, which depending on what you're searching for, that could be very helpful. But my favorite one is being able to see it in a thumbnail view and the pictures that have not yet been used in the book, because then I know I'm not doubling up on any pictures, so that I'm not using the same picture on two different spreads. Okay. Now the upload feature right here underneath where it says you can drag and drop, which is very nice. I have done that before. I had one on my desktop and I drug it over and it immediately uploaded it to Layout Pro. The other is this Google integration. Okay. I just hit upload, and it's going to give me the option that I can upload directly from my computer, as we've kind of done before, where you can pick a picture or whatnot and upload it. If you scroll down a little bit, here it says import from other services. If you click the Google Drive icon and it says log into your Google Drive, okay, well that's what I would like to do. So I click on my Google Drive. Then it asks you which account. Well, for me, it's my school account. I click my school account. I have to allow it to be able to link to the account. And then automatically I have full access to my Google Drive. Now for me, that's great. First, number one reason is because I have a Google Pixel as my phone. It lets me immediately be able to access any pictures that I had from my phone, and they're right here and I can upload. The second is that our photography company shares our student pictures with us through Google Drive. So I can easily search in the drive for the folder that they have shared with me. I can then open up their folder and get to the pictures that they have, and I can click the picture. I can also select multiple if I want to. Hit select, and then that picture will automatically be uploaded to Yearbook Avenue, which is wonderful for me. This saves us so much time. There is no more having to send a disc down to Sheila at the plant to have her have to make sure that everything gets uploaded for me. I can do it myself. All I have to do is connect the Google folder and everything is there. So let me just tell you, if you guys don't have your photography company sending you stuff through Google Drive, I would definitely ask, because it's going to make it 10 times faster and easier, especially with this Google integration. The other great feature with the pictures that you have is that for your students, if they have something on their phone, they can log into Yearbook Avenue with their phone. They can easily take any photo from their gallery and upload it just as easy. They don't have to go through replay it. They don't have any other issues like there used to be with mobile devices. They can very easily upload pictures directly from their device into Yearbook Avenue, and it's seamless, and it has made it so much easier for us. All right, so the last little piece I'm going to show you is right here about just being able to, let me click this layout right here, being able to go in and add a picture, change some stuff, and the live spell check that you have. If I go over here and I want to edit some of this copy, and let's say is the day that I will get my car. Now I'm going to zoom in so you can see this just a little bit better. Everything that is not a real word or that is not spelled correctly is underlined in red. Now I'm going to take this part off just to make it easier for you to see. But notice, today is the day that I will get my car. I deliberately misspelled car right here, and it underlined it in red. Live spell check, folks. This is wonderful. This will make sure that your students are looking for those red lines. They see these red lines all the time. They see them when they're doing a Google Doc. They see them if they're using Word, and now they can see them here in Layout Pro. This live spell check is great. So then I'm going to click my word right here, and I am going to fix it and put my period, and there we go. I don't have any more red line. We're good to go. This will also be a feature that will make sure that if you see red, you can tell them, make sure you're doing spell check or go back and look at those. It will also do it for names. People, the best thing, when we had our names uploaded into the system and kids were typing a name, I don't know about you, but sometimes our kids would take the name that they were typing and they would transpose 2 letters, and they'd go flip-flop back 2 different ways. And then they would need to go ahead and fix that particular name, but they wouldn't catch it if it was only 2 letters. This will make sure they check it, because once the names are in the system, names will also be underlined in red. That's what we found this past year. Once our names were in and we started tagging people in pictures, if their name was not spelled correctly either, it would underline it in red because it was using those names that were uploaded as the names to check it against. Yes, you still want to read it. Yes, you still want to check it, but it does make it so much easier if you see that red line. Hey, go and check and make sure that it is actually spelled correctly. And that goes for regular words and for names. So I hope this has been helpful, and I appreciate your time today, and I hope that you guys have a wonderful day, and I look forward to seeing you the next time. Thank you for joining me today. I hope that seeing some of the new features for New Layout Pro has been helpful, and I hope that you choose to join me again to discover some of the other cool new features that are available in it as well. There will be a few more videos that will be available to you in the coming weeks, so stay tuned and you'll get to see more of me and some more of the New Layout Pro. Have a great one.